yesterday was the 20-year anniversary of the game that never was at Rucker Park. And, you know, Ashley, she's a New Yorker, so she probably has more of a recollection of the event. You want to walk us through that?
Okay, so in 2003, obviously, I was young.
You were.
was I in the third grade in 2003? No. It was fifth grade? Yeah, 2003.
Sound about right.
Yeah, it was in the fifth grade in 2003 or fourth, whatever. So in 2003, summer of 2003, yeah, I was a baby.
2003, I was headed to college.
I was in
Damn!
college.
Oh,
Leave high school, actually.
no, I was definitely fourth or fifth grade.
Be old.
Yo,
Right.
oh!
What were you doing,
Was it Kevin Hart thing where he goes, damn?
Right, for real.
So in 2003, in the summer of 2003, New York experienced a massive blackout. It was the first massive blackout since, I believe, 77. When I'm talking massive, the entire city was out. Long Island was out. Mind you, it's the dead of the summer. It's hot as hell. There's no AC.
Yep.
There's no lights. The traffic lights, everything just stopped. The city was pitch black. So the game that never was, Terror Squad and Rockefeller were supposed to have a pickup basketball game at Rucker Park, 155th. So at the time, Jay-Z, aka Sean Carter, his Reebok shoe became the fastest selling shoe of all time. It sold for about $150, and it was based on Gucci's Hustler approved shoe from 1985. Also, what was going on with the Terror Squad was that Fat Joe was having his own situation. Now, the Air Force One sent out a very specific Terror Squad inspired shoe to all the Terror Squad members. So they all got like these very exclusive Air Force Ones. But he also was in negotiation, a lot of people don't know this, at the time to have a collaboration with Jordan Brand. He was going to be the first artist to ever have a collaboration with Jordan Brand. So this game, yes, he was going to be the first one to ever have it. So this game wasn't just about, you know, Terror Squad, Rockefeller, and the beef. Now, Jay-Z and Fat Joe were throwing jabs at each other and in their music, and there was a little bit of tension going in the New York streets. But they were also trying to go ahead and basically fight for sneaker game territory. Now, there's rumors that the beef basically prevented Fat Joe from getting his deal with Jordan. It never happened. So that didn't, basically, Michael Jordan basically said that I want to do it, but you know, I'm not into the rap beef. And Rockefeller and Terror Squad were beefing with each other, like I said. So he was like, I don't want no problems. I don't want Jordan to have any problems. The brand, I'm cool. Fat Joe like you, but I'm not dealing with this. Who said that? Basically, that's what Michael Jordan said, that he doesn't want any problems. He doesn't want to get involved in rap beef. So Fat Joe never got his Jordan brand collection. So basically, the team lineup was going to be like this. For Team S.Carter.
I understand podcast beef is the same.
So Team S.Carter was going to go ahead. The possible starting five of this team was going to go ahead and be at guard. You're going to have Sebastian Telfair. You were going to have Jamal Crawford. Forward, LeBron James. Forward, Lamar Odom. Center, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, for the Terror Squad, you had a possible starting five of guard, Allen Iverson, guard, Stephon Marbury, forward, Carmelo Anthony, forward, Jermaine O'Neal, and center, Yao Ming.
Oh, they win. Terror Squad won. Do they not win?
So basically,
I'd say so, right? That second team
it was going to be the game of all games. It was insane. So basically, the game was supposed to be at 6. The start time ended up getting moved to 8 p.m. just because New Yorkers are notoriously late. And around that time, Jay-Z said he rolled past Rucker Park at 2 p.m. and there was already 10,000 people waiting outside to get in.
Well, hey, you know what? Actually, on that note,
lines started at 10 a.m. for an 8 p.m. game.
That's crazy. We got some footage actually from the day, so let's throw to it real quick.
Oh,
we'll
wow.
come right back. Yeah.
History lesson. I love this.
I was playing for Team Rockefeller, but then the blackout happened, so everything was shut down. We weren't allowed to play there. We just sat on the bus, and then the lights never came on, so we just relaxed.
Tracy McGrady was there. He was playing, and of course, Shaq was on ice, ready to roll in. Like I said, he had his own arrival.
Yeah, I was on the bus because I wanted to make the Brick City entrance, you know how we do. Jay-Z sent the plane, and I came up because, you know, they were saying Fat Joe had Yao Ming. You know, Fat Joe's my guy, but, you know, when they want to bring Yao Ming up to the city, you know, I got to come shut that down all day, every day, baby. Diesel Dog Mafia.
rumors of Fat Joe's roster grew as well.
And what people don't know, Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire was going to play. What they did, they came to the bench, they sat down like they weren't going to play. We were going to bring their uniforms, and they were going to be in the game.
I was going to play with Fat Joe, the Terror Squad. We were supposed to, play against, Jay-Z, and then the Blackout happened.
You heard so many names, Chris Webber. We heard so many names that day. Like I said, once you stop saying names, everybody could have said who was coming in that day.
They was up, it's the Blackout, the only station working this Hot 97, and they talking mad nonsense up there.
And he's telling Shaq, oh, I ain't worrying about you, this and that. And he told LeBron, you play against little white kids in high school, you ain't gonna do nothing out here. Yeah, this is the same LeBron as we know now. That LeBron.
Joe talking stuff, we talking stuff back to him, Shaq on the phone talking stuff to Joe. It's crazy, man.
People in the hood, the only real power were the car stereos. So people would have the car radios on loud and the whole block would be tuned in. And of course, all through the hood, people had Hot 97 on.
Jay-Z was actually leaving out of town Friday, so he already had it all mapped out that win it or lose it, he was out the next day. The lights came back on the next morning, but it was really too late to have the game. The game was scheduled for Monday.
Yeah, so how it worked was basically Jay-Z did try to save the game. He had an idea. Everyone just lined their cars up outside of Rucker, turn your headlights on, and that was going to be enough light. NYPD said, nah, I don't think so. Y'all not doing that. So basically the game never happened. The lights did come back on the next morning. The power was only out in New York for maybe about 7 to 9 hours.
Horrible time.
So, but the whole night was gone basically. So they did try to go ahead, and the next morning, the lights came back on. They did try to go ahead and reschedule the game for Monday. But Jay-Z was already on vacation in Saint-Tropez with Beyonce, so he wasn't coming back. And Fat Joe's team literally waited for 2 hours before the game was basically awarded to his team by forfeit. Jay-Z and Fat Joe ended up throwing shots at each other for years after that. They didn't even speak to each other for years. They'd be in the same elevator and not even acknowledge each other. But if you ever listen to Lean Back, there's a line in Lean Back that basically says didn't have to play to win the championship. He's referring to the game that never was. So that is your history lesson in the game that never was, ladies and gentlemen.
Ashley, phenomenal job. We really sat in a lecture right there.
That was a history lesson.
That was a New York history lesson for you. So
that was
time
awesome.
You hear Lean Back and you hear that line, didn't have to play the game to win the championship. You know which game he's referring to.
So let me say this though. Ashley, you guys think that the power went out, because it was a city thing?
No, it was all the way from Connecticut to it was the whole tri-state power
Ashley,
went out.
The government came in, said we shut this down. We talked about real beef. You think about that was real beef, and now we're gonna put everybody in this one little space. Nah, Ashley.
Okay,
that's a conspiracy.
Theory,
it is.
right.
It is for real.
What did Connecticut
seriously
have to do with it?
They had to. Oh, we can't do this. Now it's going to be a racial thing. So let's take it to the whole tri-state area.
What did Canada have to do with it?
Who?
Canada.
They all a part of it. Yo, we need y'all in part of this. We got two of the biggest icons in hip hop. Hip hop is the #1 genre in the world. We need help. They couldn't let that happen.
Well, it's a going joke in New York that, whenever this game gets brought up, it's who would have actually won. So seeing the potential lineups, who do you guys think would win? Team Rockefeller or Team Terror Squad?
Again, just without the video?
I'm a Jay-Z fan, but the lineup that
I'll read it again so you guys have it.
It was a little different than that graphic, huh?
I'm going with Terror Squad.
So Terror Squad's potential lineup you had. Okay, here we go, right here. Sebastian Telfair, Lamar Odom, Jamal Crawford, Shaq, LeBron was Team Jay-Z.
I'm going S.Carter.
Yeah, and then Team Fat Joe was Allen Iverson, Carmelo, Yao Ming, Stephon Marbury, Jermaine O'Neal.
Hold on, time out. Oof, that's tough.
It is tough.
But you ain't say Shaq on the first time you read it, Ashley.
I said Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, I did. I said Shaquille O'Neal center after Lamar Odom.
LeBron, Shaq. See, I don't know. LeBron might not have been ready for that environment, though. I don't know if LeBron might not have been ready. Stephon Marbury would have been ready. Allen Iverson was about that. Melo was about that. Yao would have been dominated by Shaq. He would have hit him with a couple of elbows, been over. Jermaine O'Neal, Lamar, oof.
I don't know, man.
Who do you have?
It would have been a good game.
Huh?
What year was this?
2003.
I'm sorry, I'm going with Team S.Carter just on the fact that Shaq just came off of 3 championships.
In
man.
that year,
Come
right?
on.
Yeah. I got to go
He
with
just
Jay-Z's
went from
team,
2000 to 2002, and you're not going to pick him in 2003 to just dominate?
Yo, here you go. Let me add something to this conversation, Ashley. Why don't Fat Joe and Jay-Z actually had a game?
Because they're all like 40 now or older. You want to see
New
Shaq
players,
out
right?
at Rucker Park?
No. New
Oh,
players.
like new
Yeah.
players.
New players.
Yeah.
New players at the Rucker.
That would be cool.
What?
Yeah.
I just feel
Running back the game that
BC
never
said
was.
that time is past.
that time is past.
How is it
though.
past? No, it's
Because
not.
you have to remember, like at the time, 2003 through like 2000
Park
to
was a
like
different
2009. Terror Squad and Rockefeller, like that was prime in like New York culture. Like the Rucker hadn't gone through its redesign. Like the court at Rucker is not the same as it was back in the day.
It
Like
ain't even about
it's not
that.
the same
It
nostalgia.
ain't about that.
So
It
you
ain't
don't
about
think
that.
they
It's
can
an
recreate
event. So
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if Jay-Z and Fat Joe came together and had a game at Rucker Park, it would be 30,000, 50,000 people trying to get there.
Yeah, it might look like that.
No?
It would. I just don't know if it would have the same. Like, look at what everyone was wearing. They had on XXXL
Brooklyn, look, I got the Brooklyn on. Look,
BC
you know what I'm
saying
saying?
it won't be the same
They
because the
had on the
culture's
do.
gone.
They had the
Things
do
have
rags
son.
with the fitted. Like it's not the same flow. They had
Yeah.
Tim's on in the middle
You
of
heard?
August.
You heard?
I mean,
You heard?
you see,
The butters.
you see how hype these programs get. You know, I really feel like that could work. I feel like that could work.
That would be a phenomenal event. They should do it.
Terror Squad hasn't
25th
been a thing since like 2005.
Man, Fat Joe's back. Fat Joe's back. He's a podcaster. He's a content creator now. He's transcended hip hop.
But you guys realize like Terror Squad and Rockefeller aren't things anymore.
I know.
They're
It's
not.
just Jay-Z and Fat Joe.
Yeah, right.
Why y'all overthinking this?
I guess.
Jay-Z, Fat Joe come together.
Or who would
'Cause
be
those names
this
just as
version,
big as-
this generation's version of that?
Ooh.
It'd be like
It'd be like quality control versus
No.
OVO.
Are you
I was
going
thinking
full
OVO
labels?
probably.
OVO?
full
No.
label?
Who's
They
on
got-
OVO's level though?
Let's get TDE. There's a lot of
No,
LA
you know what it
ballers.
is? No.
We forgetting the LA ballers now.
Who's beefing? I was going to say, but you know, they're still in that era. I was going to say like, you know, Drake and
Chris Brown.
Pusha T?
Pusha T.
Oh, Pusha T.
Drake and Pusha T.
I don't think that would turn into something.
That's gonna turn out.
Can I ask y'all this question real quick?
Go left
Can
quick.
I ask y'all this question real quick?